Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on Chai Time, where no topic is too awkward if it helps us live healthier, more intentional lives. For those who are joining us for the first time, welcome to the Chai Time family. I'm joined by two incredible guests, Kartik Mehta, an accomplished global business leader, entrepreneur, and the founder of Biogiene, a company based in Sugar Land, Texas, that's reimagining modern hygiene. Dr. Rachana Sutaria is a board-certified gynecologist and founder of X Factor MD Med Spa. Dr. Sutaria is a leading expert in women's health, hormones, menopause, sexual wellness, and aesthetics. Today, we are talking about something we all do every single day, but almost never talk about out loud: bathroom habits and modern hygiene, and how they're becoming a powerful window into our health. With the help of Biogiene, we'll explore how smart toilets and bidets are changing the game for health, comfort, and preventive care for women, men, and families alike. So without further ado, let's welcome our guests, Kartik Mehta
Thank you.
and Dr. Rachana Sutaria.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you all doing this morning?
Very good.
Amazing Monday.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us here.
Yes, excited
Absolutely.
to cover a lot
Thank
of
you,
things.
Dr. Sutaria.
Yes, and so before we dive into all the topics, can you each introduce yourselves and share what pulled you into this world of women's health, innovation, and bathroom wellness? I'll start off with you, Kartik.
Hi, guys. Kartik Mehta. I've been based in Houston now for over 25 years. And the idea about hygiene came up with seeing the gap in the North America market. If you see back in India or in the Asian markets, bathroom hygiene bidets have been very, very common. And we see that gap in North America. So that idea came up due to my recent travels in Japan and in Taiwan, and seeing the innovations in that bathroom hygiene that it brings. And we see that gap here in North America. So looked at bringing in that into the North American market, where the market has been pretty small, and potential has been very high. So that's, but overall, career raises goes back into trading of plastics and chemicals worldwide, and that exposed me to a lot of manufacturers in the global market, and thus being able to bring that expertise of manufacturing and distribution here into the North American market.
Okay, and Dr. Sutaria?
Hi, thank you for inviting me here today. And even though it seems like our fields are not connected, it seems like it's connected, because I'm a gynecologist, board certified OBGYN for over 20 years, and I opened my X Factor MD Med Spa this June. That was the aim for that company, was basically to give personalized care, personalized gynecology care, and along with that comes the hormonal care, sexual health, sexual wellness. And with Kartik, today I'm going to discuss about female hygiene. So let's get started.
All right, that's
All right.
exciting. All right. So, Dr. Sutaria, from your clinical perspective, what gaps do you see in how we approach everyday hygiene and bathroom wellness?
Yes, so I deal with recurrent vaginal infections, recurrent UTIs, urinary tract infections on a daily basis. Patients come to me all the time with complaints, and they can't figure out what is the reason for that. Sometimes we cannot figure out what's the reason for that, right? But that's when we do extensive workup to try to find out the reason. One of the reasons that I have noticed is definitely female hygiene, because female or male hygiene. Normally, vagina is an acidic area, which is very I would call self-cleansing area. You do not need to clean from inside, you just have to clean externally. Now, when there's not a proper hygiene done, and that could include not cleaning after bowel movements, or if the stool particles are kind of in that, they stay in that area, that can definitely cause a big, it can be a big reason for vaginal infection because of female anatomy.
Okay. And for someone new to the concept of a smart toilet, how would you describe it?
So smart toilet is trying to think about bringing hygiene and luxury both together into the house, right? In today's world, we are now looking at technologies touching every corner, every part of your lifestyle, right? Be it your cell phones, or be it AI in the house, or Alexa. So we are investing and putting time in that. or be it just cosmetics and beauty, right? We're spending a lot of time, but this one area which is neglected has been the bathroom hygiene. And smart toilets does that. It's a heated seat, you have an air dryer, warm water washing for front and back, and thus providing an overall hygiene level which is elevated, but at the same time it's also very comfortable and provides that luxury experience at the same time. So that's where smart toilets come into play. But a little bit quick introduction what smart toilets are. It is nothing but a toilet, a one-piece toilet, which takes away the traditional flush tank from your bathroom. So gives you a little bit more real estate, number one. Secondly, the seats are treated with antibacterial chemicals. So never, if there is a scratch on it, no germs can actually grow and hibernate in it. Secondly, with warm water washing, you have control on water pressure, temperature, and the amount of time you can use it. Also, it is mixed with air to provide comfort to women, to men, depending on how irritated the area is or the need. So even for people who are constipated, we have, so those functions are not available in traditional bidets, but with smart toilets, we are able to manage and control it with the ease of just pressing a single button.
Okay. So we do see quite a bit of smart toilets out in the market, right? How does Biogiene, how is it different from other smart toilets?
So the biggest draw with Biogiene smart toilets is, one, we pack in all the features that you need, which are essential, which is basically your warm water washing, right? But we include air dryer as well. But we also bring in a convenience for men. I'm sure most women have a problem with their husbands or their partners when they leave the seat up, right? And that's exactly what the smart toilet also does, is it's touchless experience. Men can walk up to the toilet and just kick on the ceramic, just a little tap, and the seat goes up. And after use, the seat comes down and flushes automatically. So that eliminates that one little issue between a couple. But that's one thing, but it automatically flushes as well. Has UV sterilization as well into, so it sterilizes the washing wand and the whole bowl every 4 hours with or without use.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you can be sure that the area is free of germs and E. coli, many of such bacteria are automatically killed with the UV light.
Yeah, so you're helping a lot of relationships.
Absolutely. And that's where also...
That's amazing. Yeah, never thought about it that way.
So one area we're looking at is talking about how you take care of yourself, but also then it is a part of what your normal toilet is about, how regularly you wash it. But if you have a product which automatically sanitizes the bowl,
yes,
it helps. And we have one added feature which you don't see in Toto or Kohler or Moen, which are large corporate companies making smart toilets today. But their price point comes in at about $3,000 to $15,000 for a smart toilet, whereas we bring in smart toilets in the range of $900 to $1,200, making it way much affordable for every household to be able to replace those toilets in every single bathroom in the house, thus bringing hygiene not only for every child, seniors, couples, but also for guest bedrooms as well.
Okay. So, Dr. Sutaria, a lot of women experience recurring UTIs, but don't always know the early signs of, hygiene, how important that is. So, can you touch on some early warning signs of UTIs?
So recurrent UTI or any kind of UTI can happen once the bacteria in the private area kind of ascends to the urinary tract. And in females, it's very common because of the anatomy. So always, I cannot emphasize enough to wipe or clean definitely from front to back. Never go from back to front, because that will bring all the bacteria up there. And it's very easy to get urine infections or something dangerous like kidney infections also. Okay. The signs could be painful urination, blood in the urine. Sometimes patients don't have any of that, but they just come with like a little bit of discomfort in the lower abdominal area and or fever, and that's when we diagnose it.
Okay. And what are there common hygiene habits women unknowingly do that increase their risk?
Definitely. So just touching a little bit on Karthik's point I would like to mention something about the toilet papers that we use here in US. It is prevalent, everybody uses it, but depending on the quality of the toilet paper, it can be a little bit abrasive to the private area, and private area is very, very soft area. So all those micro injuries, micro trauma that causes, that is caused by the toilet paper by not gentle wiping can definitely harbor all the bacteria in that area, which can again go up into the vaginal area or in the urinary tract to cause infections. So definitely that is a rule. Like a lot of women don't know about that, but always wipe from front to back, clean after having intercourse, urinate after having intercourse. Those are some of the things that you can do to prevent it. And obviously hydration and healthy diet.
And if I may add just one point which Rachana mentioned about front to back cleaning,
Yes.
is the same concept comes into the toilet bidet functions, where the wand basically for front washing, which is for female cleansing, actually oscillates from front to the back. This way water cleans it in the way it's scientifically meant to be.
Yeah, so you have put a lot of thought into it when
Absolutely.
creating this product, right? And so what has your experience been like when you made this product and you probably got, people to test it out and all? What was the feedback?
Well, the feedback was that this is something that I didn't even know even existed. Many people, let's say from Asia especially, have been aware,
Yeah.
but it's been nothing but a little jet or a faucet-based tap or a hand shower, right? And many people have been using that for a rear wash or front cleaning. But that was also pretty messy, right? It was a constant flow, cold water, and it could not control the pressure. Sometimes the pressure is too high or it's not directed in the right place. So it required people to move around. And with this product, you can just have 3 little buttons. You can adjust the nozzle location for your desired comfort. You can control the water pressure and the water temperature. This combination was fantastic for customers that you don't have to stand up, especially people with knee problems or senior people having issues with knee problem and their dignity. So they said this is a game changer for them, right? So that's the feedback that we started getting from a lot of people, that these smart toilets, first of all, they welcome you with the lid opening automatically as you approach the toilet. And so they're like, okay, wow, this is something very new. Rather than going up and lifting the toilet seat or the lid, it opens automatically because it senses you approaching the toilet. And then the seat is always heated when you sit down. Right? Plus, these products, we brought in a few features which are standardized, which you don't see even in some of the high-end products like Toto, is a user preference. So his and her memory settings are provided. And once you like what the setting is, just press user 1. Like think about a car, right? You have a memory 1 and memory 2 button, and it's aligns with your key. Here, when you sit down, just press user 1. And that's it, and all settings come to play for your desired comfort. So that elements with air dryer and auto flush was a big change for all our customers. That's the feedback has been nothing but positive. That they have seen it, but many times when going to some of the high-end plumbing stores like Ferguson or Baths of America, those products are priced at about $8,000 to $12,000 for a smart toilet. So that was cost prohibitive for people to even add. So that's for a very small segment of people who knew about smart toilets. But otherwise, the only understanding has been hand shower, or as with 90% of the American population, is only toilet paper. So it's for them, it's pretty much a game changer.
So in your house, I'm sure you have it installed. So if I ask your wife Purvi, who is here, you probably spend the most time in the bathroom, right?
Well, that's true, and that's
She's like, okay.
it's
He's relaxing.
it's funny that you say that because I actually made a presentation not too long ago, but
Right.
the topic of my presentation was the smartest seat in the house. Now, if you think about it, most people now with your YouTube Reels or Instagram Reels,
Yes.
people are spending more time on it. But now, if you have a heated seat, it's even more added comfort.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now you
Well,
have your
somebody-
phone in there. You have. You might as well
But-
put a pillow and a blanket.
Well, there are actually products which, again, just for the benefit of the viewers, we don't bring them at this moment here because just way too much technology to be added. But there are products which have Bluetooth speakers, etc.
Yeah.
That is there. But on a medical side, there are products which actually even take your blood pressure, they weigh you, and also they do urine tests. So those products are, of course, on the way pricier side, but they are more designed for hospitals or
Right.
places like what Dr. Sutaria runs, which becomes convenient. So in Japan, you see that very prevalent in most places. That technology is not yet come in here. And most likely it's because not being aware or being a cost issue.
Yes, and it's both. It's the awareness too, and that's why we are talking about it out here. A lot of people, when we talk about certain things like this, I know it, people laugh about it, right? They just take it very lightly, but it is quite serious because it is related to your health, and that is important. So that is part. I mean, if you want to be healthy and have a hygiene, like be healthy and take care of your hygiene, this is part of that. So that is why we are creating this awareness today.
So, and to add with that, with the hygiene side, right? It's always about hygiene, but it's also about making you feel fresh, right? Toilet paper has been in use for about maybe 80 years now.
Yeah.
But before that, the whole world was using water.
Correct.
It's only with toilet paper becoming more convenient that we saw the rise in toilet paper. But if you go back from the early 1920s, before which toilet papers were introduced, there was only water which was used.
Correct.
So we went actually the reverse way instead of moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to move forward now.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Sutaria, I do want to talk a little bit about the hormones. You specialize in women's health, right?
Correct.
So, how do stress, sleep, and gut health play a role in hormonal harmony?
So I would say hormones, when you lack it, you'll know it. Your body will tell you, right? So any kind of hormonal disturbances can put you at risk for weight gain, for hair loss, for sexual health, and also recurrent vaginal infections, because estrogen is the one which is great for vaginal health.
Right.
And as you approach menopause or in menopause, the estrogen goes down, and that can make the vaginal tissue very thin, and it can put it prone for infections.
Correct.
Just kind of piggybacking on what Kartik said about the water, right? So it makes sure that whenever you're using it, it has to be correct pressure, not too high pressure, and always front to back, like I mentioned. If it is too hot water or if the jet pressure is too high, then definitely it will cause more infections, it will irritate the skin, and you definitely don't want that.
Okay. And what types of hormone supportive treatments or testing are offered at X Factor MD Med Spa?
So the main hormones, we do a lot of hormone testing, but the main hormones that I usually focus on is estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, cortisol, and thyroid. These are the ones which I would say they are the orchestra leaders. They are the ones which kind of guide your body and mood.
Okay. All right. Now, I want to shift to seniors for a moment. You did
Sure.
touch on it a bit. How can the Biogiene Smart Toilet and portable bidets make life easier and safer for seniors or people with mobility issues?
So first thing for me is it brings back their dignity, right? One very important thing is with seniors, number one, the standard toilets are usually at about 16 inches or lower, thus creating some knee pressure on most seniors while sitting down. Using toilet paper requires them to stand up on their knees after they use the toilet. With the smart toilet here, the good thing is they can remain seated. The other thing is it comes with the option of an ADA height. That means it's American Disabilities Association. So our smart toilets, we have the option of an ADA height. So it sits about 1.5 inches taller than a standard toilet. So it's much more convenient for seniors to sit down and to stand up as well. The other thing is obviously with the water-based washings, they don't need to stand up. And it is a 2-minute cycle of washing. They can control it very easily with a remote control. And again, for seniors, we have a one-touch auto button. If they have issues with using a remote control, so it's very easy to operate. Or there are 3 different buttons. If they are familiar in using it, they can control the water pressure, etc. Or you can set the user menu for your adults in your house. So all they need to do is press one button and it does the work for you. So that's an added advantage for the seniors, that they are not dependent on somebody else to help them clean or clean properly. Right. So that's one of the biggest advantage that we see is them getting their dignity and confidence back, that they are able to manage their daily chores of the bathroom. Yeah.
So have any seniors ever given you a feedback using the smart toilet?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, we installed recently just in the Sugarland area. She is about 85 years old.
Okay.
And same thing with issues with, and she actually, her son called me at home because she had multiple of questions, and that how does it help? But the feedback we got from her was really great. It says, okay, these functions work for me. The remotes which we have given, their buttons are bigger. So the feedback was really, really positive, that she was able to use and operate it versus using the standard toilet. And they were using basically wipes at home, which they no longer need to now use it versus with using the smart toilet and the bidet. So they've installed 4 smart toilets and 1 regular toilet seat, which we also bring in. So it's depending on the budget of the family.
Okay.
You can have a choice of a smart toilet or a toilet seat.
Okay. And it's good to know that, the seniors are like, they have tested it and they do like it because of, and it gives them the independence. So many times when the seniors always feel everything is so restricted when they get old. So it's great to know that at least going to the bathroom, they have that independence, that, they're comfortable using it.
And the other thing, actually, just forgot to add is, even for people who are taking care of the seniors.
Yeah, the caregivers.
The caregivers, they can actually be helping them and just press a button. Yeah. Rather than helping them lift up and clean them. This comes in very, very convenient for the caregivers as well.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of the caregivers, I remember the time when my dad was alive and he had Parkinson, and he could not go to the bathroom, and my brother always had to take him there and do everything, and it was hard, especially when it's an adult, so the weight is heavy, then you have to lift him and put him and all of that sort. Same thing with my mother-in-law too. When she had mobility issues, and she was always afraid. She wouldn't let me lift her because she's saying, "You're so tiny, you're going to drop me." But it's like, but it's
Absolutely.
just all that what you're saying. It makes so much more sense. It's good for the seniors. It's good for the caregivers. Overall, it helps everybody.
And the other thing is that has an air dryer. So again, we think about water, that okay, now it's going to be damp. What do we do about that? We have an air dryer. Press the air dryer button. It goes on a 90-second cycle. You can adjust the heat again as per your liking and the air pressure. But in 90 seconds, imagine when you've used the air dryer in a airport bathroom, right? You wash your hands and then you press the air dryer.
Yeah.
Now, it's not as powerful, of course, but it does the job for it, and the whole area does become dry.
Yeah, that's wonderful. We talked a little bit about women. We touched a little on seniors. We can't leave the men. So, what are some common hygiene or health issues men face that don't get enough attention?
Oh, okay. So
Men are difficult.
very tough. Just kidding. Just kidding. So
She took a pause. I was like, okay.
So was like, where do I start? Okay, so I think male and female definitely have different anatomy, and men are again lucky that they don't have that many infections like women go through. Just because of the anatomical differences, but the hygiene remains the same. Anything that traps moisture, again, Kartik mentioned about the drying the part after using the bowel movement, that definitely helps. Any kind of moisture, sweat, stool particles, any of these can cause infections. So definitely sounds like bidet can be a great option to prevent all that.
Okay, so certain conditions like hemorrhoids, prostate issues, infections. So you think that bidet can be really useful using the bidet?
So if you ask me about the medical literature quoting, there are still studies going on, so I cannot quote on that officially.
Okay.
But definitely, I mean, it sounds like that, and like logically, it sounds like it should be more, definitely more effective in maintaining the hygiene.
Okay. All right, wonderful. Okay, so let's go on a short break, and when we return, we will continue this conversation with Dr. Sutaria and Kartik Mehta. This is Chai Time, 103.5 Hum FM. Welcome back to Chai Time on 103.5 Hum FM. I am in conversation with Dr. Sutaria and Kartik Mehta. We've been talking about modern hygiene, bathroom talks, which people don't feel comfortable talking about, but today we're having a great talk about that and opening up this conversation. And I'm loving it. All right, so let's continue. Do you both see smart toilets and bidets becoming mainstream in the U.S.?
Absolutely, especially since COVID, the awareness factor in America has shot through the roof. And there are 2 points behind it. One, we saw a massive shortage of toilet paper, right? And during that toilet paper shortage, while people were just hoarding into toilet papers, the easy idea was just to get a bidet. Now you can get a bidet, a really basic one, for about $50. To going up to a smart toilet, which could be of Biogiene product lines, go up to $900 to $1,200. So it's up based on your budget. Correct. But now once you have installed that, all you need is water. So yes, we see the awareness since COVID to really start picking up. More and more people are, and this is across the demographics. Asian people have been more used to using it. Also in the Middle East is very common. In Turkey, majority of toilets come with an inbuilt bidet. But again, that limits to a constant pressure. What Dr. Sutaria was saying is it could impact the patient. But with smart toilets, of course, you can manage and control the water pressure and the temperature. So, but the awareness is certainly bringing up to the point when I say that is a company like Kohler, right? It's an American brand, never made smart toilets or smart toilet seats. They've started investing into it.
Oh, interesting.
And we see that through our websites and feedbacks and reviews, that more and more people are moving towards smart toilets or smart toilet seats or bidets.
Okay.
Be it on the go or at home.
Okay.
So we have portable editions as well, which we offer, but that brings the hygiene to the next level. So the awareness is certainly moving up. Yeah.
Okay. And now since we are on Facebook Live and you have brought some products, maybe we can,
Sure.
touch on some of the products that you brought into
show
the
some
studio.
of the couple of portable ones. So that's the one. So this is just a very, very basic, simple product. It's a bottle. You fill it up with water over here. All you have to do is pull the nozzle up, and you just press it. It sprays water. And this is basically used for front and rear cleaning. You see these products also as postpartum bottles being sold at CVS, many other places. And again, they're just marked as for medical reasons, but these are also used for front and back washing. So that's a manual-based one which we've introduced. The other product is a battery-operated based product, which, again, similar, a bottle, enough at about 350 ml, but you can, and the bottles are waterproof. So if you are at a musical party event or wherever on the outdoors, you can carry the water with you. And all you do is just put this attachment on top, and it's battery operated to the point that you have two power levels.
All right.
And you can use it for front and back cleaning.
Okay.
So this makes it convenient for people to when they're on the road as
Okay.
well, or in hotels, etc. And the other one, which was a product which I mentioned, and of course I can't carry the whole product line. It's all on our website on
Yes.
biogenebaths.com. But here is one example of bidet. This is very, very common. You may find it in many places. But something unique about our product is this fits right into your existing toilet. And it's priced under $50.
Okay.
But it provides you with cleaning where it's a rare cleanse. Then you have a separate nozzle which we use for rare cleaning. And for front wash, you have a separate nozzle for front cleaning. And you can control the water pressure through the dial over here. So very, very convenient. And for cleaning also, this product is designed where you can clean the toilet bowl area. So you can remove this whole part and then clean the toilet bowl area and reattach it back. So otherwise, you're concerned with the bowl cleanliness when you have something additionally put into place. So that, with that design in mind, we introduced this product here. And you don't need any help. You can do it within DIY. 10 minutes, you can install it yourself at home.
Okay. Wow. That is easy.
That
Everything
is
that we've shown, yeah. So for our listeners who are, listening, who have tuned in this morning, and they still have this notion that bidets are a luxury item, what are your thoughts on that?
If you ask me, I mean, I feel it's an absolute necessity in every single household, right from children to seniors.
Okay.
And everything rotates around the simple thing, right? It's hygiene. Just imagine you have a little bit, you dirty your hands. Let's say you had some melted chocolate in your hand. What you gonna do? You're gonna take just a dry napkin and wash it off? No, right? I mean, it's a taboo subject to talk about it, but it's also your part of your body.
Correct.
And here you're washing it with warm water and then drying your hands. Why are you ignoring that side of it? So for me, it's an absolute necessity because paper doesn't clean 100%. Yes, it does clean, but not 100%. But then you're going to an extra level of hygiene. You're using wet wipes. Now that adds to cost, but that adds to wastage as well. So on a sustainability factor, you think about water brings sustainability. You're using less paper, you're saving trees, you're doing something for your planet too, right? So that's where the sustainability factor comes in. And water just does it better.
Yeah, and I would add something here. Even if somebody who doesn't have a bidet, we kind of recommend to use a little bit of wet toilet paper, like don't use dry, which can be so abrasive. And obviously we recommend unscented one to prevent any kind of infection, no douching, and again, bringing back to the point that water does clean better.
And the other thing is most of our bidets we also provide, which majority of the bidets in the market do not provide, is a pre-water filter. So again, when Dr. Sutaria mentioned about not having any scents or the water being very clean, making sure that now in cities we don't have much of a problem, but if you're in certain areas where you have hard water and you don't have water filters, you have a lot more minerals in the water.
Right.
So we provide a water filter which cleans up a lot of the chemicals or minerals, thus providing a softer water for cleaning.
Okay. So many cultures already have long-standing practices around water cleansing or specific toilet habits. How do you see modern tools like Biogiene connecting with those traditions rather than replacing them?
Well, if you look at what traditional measures are, right, and if you go back to the traditional, it's just a little bucket which people carry, right? Or you have a hand shower. Or you have a jet system where you just turn a faucet and there's a little pipe. So those are the three main traditional things that you really see in anywhere in the world, right? Now, bucket is a pretty Stone Age thing, right? Absolutely. Now you have the jet systems, which are which is nothing but a little pipe with water. You can't control the water pressure, yes, but it's inconvenient and it's not directed correctly. With the hand shower, the problem is you wet the whole area of the toilet too. Many people, you're using it, you're still standing up with the hand shower for cleaning, and you're wetting the whole toilet seat and bowl. Again, not very hygienic for others to use it again. The toilets and bidets we bring in keep the toilet area clean and safe. It doesn't wet the areas, and it's directed water and controlled water pressure and temperature. So I think it's bringing a lot more convenience, cleanliness, and hygiene into your bathroom experience.
Okay. And what's one misconception about bidets or smart toilets that you wish people understood differently?
Well, they think that bidets, number one, are cost prohibitive. You have to make a lot of changes in your bathroom. You can't replace it yourself or install it yourself. So there are different kinds of bidets. That has been one of the main factors. And the other thing is, I don't want the hassle. What if somebody accidentally turns on the water and it makes a mess in my bathroom, right? Oh, I don't have power connection in my bathroom. So they do see the need, but these logistics around it sometimes limit the people to do that. But frankly, it's a matter of just getting more aware and for the consumer to experience it once. Once you experience it, I don't think anybody could ever go back.
Okay, that's great. So now I want to touch a little on the personal level for both of y'all. Working in health and innovation can be intense. What personal boundaries or self-care practices keep you both from burning out? I'll start with you, Dr. Sutaria.
As an OBGYN, burnout is real. Cannot lie about that. Just good family support. That's what keeps me grounded.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, well,
You better say nice things. Your wife is here.
absolutely. And I mean, she's the one who actually came up with this whole plan for Biogiene anyways. I'm the one trying to help and direct it because we had experiences of selling to companies who make toilet seats, etc., globally. In my experience, which I still continue of selling plastics raw materials globally. Yeah, so there is, but with enough help, using some AI help and tools, we're able to maintain and manage that balance. I don't know if I completely understood your question very clearly, but that's where I kind of understood. But there's a lot of
You want to grab the mic? That's
a lot of help. There's a lot of help from Purvi in fine-tuning the efforts that we try to put in together. Yeah. It's always more of direction rather than action.
So you just when you feel the burnout and you feel like you're going through a lot of stress, you just go to your wife.
You
right?
just go to my wife and she
Yeah.
finds a solution. Absolutely.
Correct.
And as the saying goes, right? Women are always right. So there we go. So and that's why we are focusing
And you are
on women.
surrounded by all women. You don't have
That should be a tagline.
Hey, it's in my house, right?
Yes.
Everybody,
in your house,
yeah.
in the studio, all around you.
It's only our dog Blaze who supports me, but and
But he also
and it's natural.
right.
And that's So, but with two daughters and Purvi, I'm always in the minority, but they come to my rescue all the time. Yeah.
So I'm curious, have you ever had a moment where you thought, is anyone going to take this seriously? Was there any ever doubt in your mind
Taking seriously about
creating Biogiene?
anybody's going to take. Actually, when I floated the idea with a few friends, I was mocked upon a lot. And it was a subject which is very taboo. Nobody talks about it,
Yes.
right? Hey, nobody says, hey, I bought these kind of toilet paper or this kind of that, right? Nobody ever says anything about that. And it's a different when you're talking in a professional world, right,
Correct.
about the business. But what struck to me is just the hygiene level and, how do I bring in more awareness?
Yes.
And it's what role I can play. It's when you kind of go through a certain boundary of age, right? Then you say, okay, what's the purpose of my life? What am I doing? So this is what I see my vision into Biogiene is bringing that awareness among people. Business will come.
Yes.
But the first primary thing is bringing that hygiene and awareness. And people, if they are aware, they will see the benefits of using it. So it's not about making a sale or pitching a product or anything, right? That will eventually, it's a byproduct of the awareness factor. And I think every household, we've seen this if you ever travel to Japan, right? Any single restaurant, any single airport, forget that. If you fly Japanese Nippon Airlines, right? ANA or any other Japanese airline, even in the plane, they have an electronic bidet. And I'm not saying just a manual one. So here there is still a resistance of that people are not aware they'll make a mess of it. No. All these toilets come with a sensor. So nothing in that toilet works till the time you're seated on it. And if you have 4 buttons to work on it, I think you can learn on it, right? If you can use that iPhone and get into the settings and do so many creative things, I'm sure you can use 4 buttons. Yeah. So that's been my aim with Biogiene, is to bring largely awareness. And over the next year, that's the objectives. I'm going to be speaking at a lot of kitchen and bath shows, largely trying to bring in that awareness among people.
Okay, that's great. Dr. Sutaria, share with us what makes X Factor MD Spa unique when it comes to women's health wellness.
Great question. We just talked about taboo, right?
Correct.
So I opened X Factor to give personalized care to patients because as a traditional OBGYN, not many people discuss about sexual health, about sexual intimacy, about hormones, about hair loss, about weight gain. And this is like a one-stop shop where patients can get everything, and it's a luxury experience. As an OBGYN, we always had numbers, right? Number of patients to be seen in a day. But at X Factor, I want to give a personalized experience to the patients. They are not just a number for me. When they go out of my office, then they should feel like they were really taken care of. So that's what I'm all about.
It's a sense of pride, right?
Yes.
Satisfaction.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And definitely, there's nothing like taboo. People should come and talk about sexual health, about sexual intimacy problem, loss of libido, about acne, about hair loss, about everything is real, right? Like hygiene is real, same way these topics are real, which not many people talk about. So I'm here to address everything that patients kind of feel uncomfortable talking about anywhere else, or they feel ignored.
Exactly. I mean, it was funny part of it, twisted. We were at a restaurant where we have installed Biogiene toilets, and just a table behind us, there were a group of women, and they said it in Hindi, and maybe if I can say it in Hindi here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. अच्छा बाथरूम में जाते वो गरम सीट है वहाँ पे. So it's like there are heated seat toilets over there.
That's a luxury.
So that made me smile. That made me happy, which is pretty odd, right?
Yes.
But with that awareness, I think it will be great. Now, do you need a heated seat? Maybe yes, in colder climates for sure. But in Houston area, maybe not, but still comes in handy when you have your spouses leaving the house at 69 degrees. Yes, it certainly helps.
Yeah.
that brings back to hormones.
That's why you guys have got the perfect, I got the perfect guest here this morning. So, Dr. Sutaria, how do you create a safe, empowering environment for women who may feel nervous or unsure about seeking help?
Very good question. So it's all about the past experience, right? Like if you have a proper training, if you have seen enough patients, you know exactly how to make the patients comfortable. If you're a newbie, then it's like it takes a learning curve, and there is a learning curve for that. But patients, I can guarantee that the moment they enter my office and the moment they talk to me, they are automatically relaxed, and they open up to me because I ask all the right questions. Sometimes women do not naturally come out with those questions. You have to really try to ask them the right questions for them to open up.
Yeah, that is true, because just the word doctor terrifies a lot of people, and I see a lot of women are very hesitant even to go for their physical.
Correct.
So, in this way, like when someone like you is more approachable, and even the thought of going to a gynec, it just terrifies, right? It's like, oh my God, pap smear, this, that, mammogram, screening.
And there are a lot of misconceptions
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
People usually think that once a pregnancy is done, they do not need to see a doctor. Please do not do that. I'm again emphasizing, do not do that. Please see your gynecologist because there are so many things that they can help you with.
Okay. Kartik, where can listeners learn more about the Biogiene Smart Toilet and Bidets?
So there's plenty of information online. So you can find more information about us on biogenebats.com with an S, bats.com. So there's plenty of information also on our website, which
Okay.
talks about what is a bidet, what are the uses, a little bit history about bidets and how they were introduced. So there's a lot of wealth of information.
Yeah.
We also provide a comparison between the different models that we bring in. So we carry about 5 types of smart toilet models.
Okay.
We have toilet seats, which replace on your existing toilet on a budget level if those are much cheaper. And then you have the manual bidets as well, which are the one which we showed earlier, and also a soft close. Now there was another one point, but we'll get in that later if we have time. But you can see it on biogenebats.com. We have our showroom here in Stafford, so
Okay.
anybody can come and take an appointment when we'll be happy to show them. But very soon, hopefully in the next 3 months, we will have an experience center open up in Houston. So that experience center is now, okay, you're not using the bathroom there, just to be clear, but in the sense that you will be able to come and see all Biogiene products,
Okay.
which are focused purely on hygiene. So we do have a line of bidets and smart toilets, but we also introduce another point, again related to bathroom hygiene, is a body dryer. So is after you take a shower, you feel dry. You're not completely dry with a towel. So the point is that you just stand on that body dryer for 2 minutes.
I feel like Marilyn Monroe.
Exactly. You have hair blowing up. But for people to hard to reach parts, private
Yeah.
areas, it dries it and it's negatively ion charged, so you feel smooth skin after you step out. So anything that Biogiene is now doing related is information and on our website.
And do you have a phone number if anyone wants to get in touch?
Absolutely, the
Can
phone
you
number.
share that on here?
Yeah, it's going to be 346-481-0457.
Okay. All right. So we're almost coming to the end of the show, and I just wanted to have a little rapid fire fun round with y'all.
Sure.
So you're going to give me one word or one sentence answers. The first thing that comes to your mind. Don't think about it, okay? So
Okay.
whatever I say,
All
just
right.
give me the answer or one
We
sentence.
start with her or me?
Let's go with it. There's no other way.
Yeah, no overthinking.
All right.
Bidet or toilet paper?
Bidet.
Okay. Morning shower or night shower?
Both.
All right. If you could give your smart toilet a name, what would it be?
Biogiene.
Oh, love it. One small daily habit that makes a big difference for your health.
Hydrate.
Bathroom wellness in one word.
Bathroom hygiene in one word?
Wellness in one word.
word. Bidet.
For you, doctor?
Hygiene.
Hygiene.
Just keep it clean.
Yeah.
So if you could each leave our listeners with one message about Biogiene and modern hygiene for women, seniors, and families, what would it be?
So first of all, just thanks to Dr. Sutaria. She's been very helpful in helping Biogiene come together. Giving her points on the diseases or what women go through. So that has helped us. So that's right. Thank you. But again, we were focused about hygiene. Any questions, any concerns you may have about, or please let us know. We're happy to answer you. And water is one way we see to maintain clean hygiene for the bathroom, and our bidets are designed to serve that purpose.
All right. Doctor?
So one word. Check us out on X Factor MD Med Spa. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Google everywhere. Very easy to make an appointment. You can call us or text us at 346-485-6869, and just stay blessed. And go to your doctor for your checkups.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Thank you both for joining me
Thank
here
you.
on Chai Time. It was
Thank you,
really
Lin-Lin.
wonderful. It was a great, insightful conversation, and I'm sure our listeners have really learned a lot about bidets, smart toilets, feeling that comfort, having that comfort level. And we went pretty in depth about a lot of conversation, and even about health. I mean, that is so important, where especially women overlook. So I'm really grateful to both of y'all coming here.
Thank you for
and
having
spending
us.
this hour with us.
Thank you.
Inviting us here.
Thank you. Thank you, listeners, for joining us here on Chai Time. We, the Chai Time family, would like to wish each one of you happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Take care of yourself and each other. Until next time, signing off. Chai Time, 103.5, Hum FM.